There we go.
Everyone on?
We're on.
Hey.
Just the fact that it was 2 claps.
Yeah,
Let's try that again.
Multiple of us did
Yeah,
it.
someone else clap.
It's a flam. You clap. No.
I took my hand, I clapped.
Got it, Nick. You clap. You clap.
All
Perfect.
right.
Great clap,
Perfect.
Nick. That was
All right.
fantastic.
Okay. So, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, and rolling. Hey!
I didn't know if we were supposed to say something.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's try it again. Hey, we're Florencia the Feeling. Oh shit, I fucked it up.
Feeling.
Okay, let's try that
All
again.
right, let's try that one more time.
Okay, this is the last time. Whatever happens from here. Yeah, okay.
This is
Whatever
all gonna be-
happens from here.
This is all gonna be in there.
Okay,
Come
cool.
on.
Okay, here we go. Hey, I'm Florencia.
And we're the feeling.
And we're the
Feeling.
We're already running off the road.
Yes.
And this is our first podcast. We are in the van on the way to Charleston, South Carolina, and we're planning on starting a little podcast to talk to you guys in a different way and to utilize the hours and hours that we have on the road because I love productivity. So one thing we haven't done yet is figure out a name for our podcast. So we're going to submit some options here, and then if anybody else has any options out there that you guys think would be a good idea, please, by all means, submit those.
Submit them. Exactly.
But yeah, what are we thinking so far, guys?
So the best option we had so far. No, objectively, the best option that we had so far was a combination of feel and pod. So it was Feel My Pod. And we decided that it was either Feel My Pod in the van.
Feel my pod in the van.
Yeah. Or
Feel my van pod.
yeah, or
Feel
Feeling
van
pod.
Pod feel.
Feeling
Stop.
pod is honestly not
Feeling
too bad.
pod.
Feeling pod.
Pod, yeah.
Feeling
I could go
pod.
for feeling pod.
Because then it's like
Pod feel.
the feeling pod, but it's also feeling pod.
Feeling pod.
Feeling pod. I like it. We put 2 D's at the end.
Yeah.
I feel like that's some like new slang you just meant. Like, are you guys back there feeling pod right now?
This is a church establishment. There'll be no feeling pod in the back
pod feeling.
I know
I
you
like
kids.
that one. Does anybody else have any other
I
options?
honestly don't like that one very much. Makes me
Oh.
uncomfortable on a fundamental
Okay,
level.
we'll make a
I thought
democratic
the clever,
decision.
cute one
If
was
we're gonna
the
go-
bandwagon.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, bandwagon
Nick,
is
you've
nice.
been holding out on us.
Hop on it.
Yeah.
Hop on it.
Hop on it.
What were you saying, Alexi?
I was saying if we were going to go down that rabbit hole, coppa feel.
Oh, okay.
But would it be
That one also makes me feel bad.
Poda feel?
Maybe cop a feeling.
Oh,
Coppa feeling is cute.
Papa feel.
Papa feeling.
Yeah.
Get your
I like-
feelings copped in our van.
I like that for sure.
I have nothing to contribute to this.
Oh,
I have no idea what we're
It'll
doing.
come to you later, and just make
Um,
sure that you tell us.
I will.
So we're gonna come up with a name for it, and eventually we'll decide on that. And then this is gonna be a podcast where we talk about all kinds of things. We have a lot of really interesting conversations in the van, and we thought that maybe it'd be a good idea to broadcast them to the world. Not all of the conversations, but some of the conversations. Yeah. So yeah, what are you guys thinking about it so far?
This is fun. I'm having a great time.
The best podcast ever.
Well,
the greatest podcast
I definitely
of all
think
time.
that something that the van was really missing was sound check, and so I'm glad that we were able to bring one of the most enjoyable experiences of being in a live band.
I'm just really excited
into
to keep
every moment of
monetizing our
lives.
friendship.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm just really excited to keep monetizing our friendship.
Yeah, let's go.
Exactly.
Monetization.
This is
Gotta
our
make the
really
dollar
our
dollars.
first big step towards monetizing like our friendship in the van, right? Like,
Yes.
cause like on stage, we're all a character.
this is the real
We're not
thing.
really friends on
Yeah,
stage.
exactly.
Sometimes we're friends in the van, though.
We want to know the real Isaac, the stage Isaac, and Van Isaac.
Those are 3 different possibilities of Isaac.
No doubt, no doubt. Why am I getting a phone call right now? Bad timing.
Aw.
Answer it.
Answer it on the
Answer
pod.
it. It was pretty sure.
This is Walgreens with your weird medicine. And your ointment.
That really was what it was, though. Oh, no. Okay, well, we can cut this out later, but I think I have zoomed in on the camera. Let me see.
So,
Turn the crown on your
are any of you guys?
Oh, thank you. That's what it was?
Yeah.
Are any of you guys like getting less spam calls lately?
Yeah, Nathan, you know it, everything.
It's like weird, right? There was a minute there that I felt like I was getting so many spam calls, and it's like gone.
Well, I recently got a plug for a hopeful endorsement later, a NordVPN on my phone that comes with a spam blocker upgrade. That I don't know if that's the reason, but it's been working great. I get like no spam calls anymore.
Why do you need a VPN?
So that I can access the internet as I please.
I just imagine like NordVPN.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
we're
Not
trying.
sponsored, but hopefully one day.
Talk for the job you want.
Another thing we've wanted to get sponsored by, and we were talking about this earlier, is sheets. You see, we have a song that we've been sitting on for a while there that is a little jingle. We're hoping that when we record that and release it to the internet, Sheets will endorse us and we'll get free gas and snacks for the rest of our time as a touring band.
And it goes like this.
A little something.
No, let's hold it back, guys. But this is the kind of thing that you can look forward to on this podcast and exclusively on this Patreon podcast.
Thank you, Austin. That's true. You can only listen to this podcast currently as a member of our Patreon. So thank you guys so much for your support. We love you, and you make it so that we can do what we do. Yeah. So I think
Absolutely.
it's time.
Here's a forehead kiss for each of you.
Oh, so
And even for
sweet.
the third one, no, not for you guys, for the Patreons. Here's our third Patreon. Our fourth Patreon subscriber gets a special kiss.
Whoa, please,
my
the microphone, please.
Some ASMR for you.
Okay.
That's Flory's dad.
Oh, no.
Mr. Rusinol gets that special kiss from Nick.
Yes.
He's
that was
always
beautiful.
wanted to.
That was lovely. Oh, just got to balance it out.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that, right?
All right, I think it's time for a special bit with our special friend, Nathan Hargis.
All right, so I got a question for the van.
All right.
Cool.
Well, it's less of a question, more of a statement, and then that can lead to a conversation. So, every food, people wonder, like, is hot dog a sandwich or is water wet? I think it's really only two things. Every food either has bones or it does not have bones. For example, a glass of water has no bones,
Okay.
but ice water has bones.
Got you.
So,
So the glass does not contribute to the bonage.
correct. So, like, do you like your sandwiches with or without bones?
Are we talking lettuce?
I'm a toasted girl.
Tomato?
Lettuce is not a bone.
Lettuce is not
lettuce
let-
is
Nathan
not a bone,
decide.
but if it
Depends on which
has
kind of
lettuce,
lettuce.
it has bones.
Lettuce
Crispy
is
lettuce is a bone. A
Right.
fresh, crispy head of lettuce
Absolutely.
can... Yeah.
Lettuce has no bones, but if it has lettuce in it, then it has bones.
But I feel like lettuce
accept
is
that.
more like a muscle membrane. Like chips would be the bones of my sandwich.
That would
Oh,
not
absolutely.
be included
Chips
in
or
the
bones,
sandwich.
for
That
sure.
Would, that
What?
would be in addition to the sandwich.
What if my sandwich recipe says one bag of chips?
Oh, if you put
Then
the
it'll
chips
have bones.
inside
yeah.
of the
You
sandwich?
pry the sandwich open.
Okay.
And you insert each
Yes,
chip.
if there are physical chips between the,
That's the
the
bones.
buns, then yes, the sandwich has bones.
If it's a whole bag, you might want to check your ratios there for proper sandwich. But-
So
my
my-
ratios are fucked.
So my question is, are onions bones? Because grilled onions are obviously no bones.
yeah, I
But
agree, I agree.
regular onions,
Yeah, like
uncooked onions.
fresh sliced red onion on a sandwich,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
bones.
that's bones.
Yeah.
100%.
Does a calzone have bones?
well, it depends what's in the calzone.
Agreed.
Pepperoni.
Yeah, bones.
Is that bone?
Pepperoni is
No.
bone.
Pepperoni's bones.
Pepperoni is
No,
soft.
if cooked onions are not bones, then pepperonis are not bones.
I agree.
Hard agree.
If pepperonis may not be bones, but if it has pepperonis, then it has bones.
So bones are philosophical.
No.
Gonna have to hard disagree.
It's just wrong.
we found the line.
I think
we
we've
found the line.
accepted this premise way too readily that every food either has bones or doesn't have
That's
bones.
a
True.
very good
There's
point.
some boneless.
And then also,
Mashed
what
potatoes.
about the foods that are bones? Because are bones Bony?
Yeah, are bones bones?
Yeah, like are
Do you
bones
eat
bony?
Who eats bones?
Bones are not bones.
Nathan, define bones for me.
Yeah,
It,
define bones.
it either has bones or it doesn't.
That's not a definition. That's circular.
Name a
Something
food
you
and I'll
can't
tell you if it
define.
has bones.
That's not how it works.
Mashed
So what's the
potatoes.
boniest food? That's the real question here.
Bone
Pop Rocks.
marrow.
Salt and Pop Rocks cannot be bones.
ready for
They are bones.
So you're talking about
Therefore,
hard or soft?
He's talking about flavor.
Wait.
not
No.
flavor, physical.
It either
texture.
has bones or it doesn't have bones.
The only thing I know for sure out of all of this is that pepperoni does not.
Yes, I agree.
Hard
Can we
agree.
on that. We can-
Okay, another example. Creamy peanut butter has no bones, but crunchy peanut butter has bones.
Yes.
So
So, it's
how
a
does
physical.
pepperoni
Well
have
done,
bones?
Nathan.
Yes.
It has bones because it's crunchy. It has.
I mean, those are your words. You can say that. I'm not.
you will not define bones, man.
but do peanuts have bones?
Have bones.
But
peanuts
peanuts
100%
have
have
bones.
bones.
Are
But does
bones.
crunchy
Or are they
peanut butter?
bones?
Peanuts
like-
have bones.
But just because, crunchy peanut butter has bones because it has something else that has bones in it. But does crunchy peanut butter, the product itself, have bones?
Yeah, crunchy peanut butter has bones.
But it's
Isaac, I
runny.
think you're getting way too far into the semantics
No, I'm
of this.
pissed.
No, yeah. Isaac's going down the right path. I think I see what he's saying, but I'm in opposite, right? So peanuts maybe don't have bones because there's not something inside of peanuts that is
Except for
crunchy.
the peanuts.
inside the shell.
But crunchy peanut butter has peanuts inside of it, which is its bones.
It's inside the shell, so it has bones.
Oh, is that where you count the peanut?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
peanuts
actual
with
pe-
the shell. Okay, all right.
If you're talking
Do-
about the
okay,
actual
Nathan,
nut, the
if we're
actual
talking-
nut doesn't have
Nathan,
bones.
if we're talking about
They're
things
legumes,
that,
thank
we
you.
like to eat, do humans have bones?
Humans, yeah, we got bones.
We do have bones.
All right.
That's a
You
silly
see how he
question.
didn't deny that? I was making a joke.
Okay, so I have to declare. Nathan said salt and Pop Rocks are have bones.
Are the
they
boniest.
are bones. They cannot have
Yeah,
bones.
Nathan's
I
wrong.
agree.
And therefore, we've been talking about this a little bit, but have you guys seen like the videos of people eating edible clay?
I would not like
So this
My
is
algorithm
my big
is not
question.
like that.
It is awful. It crunches so bad. It sounds like somebody eating sheetrock. It looks like somebody eating sheetrock, but it's apparently
Here's another question, maybe then.
What's edible
What is everyone's least favorite sound?
Oh.
Balloons.
Balloons? What
Balloons
like
squeaking.
balloons leaking or squeaking?
Squeaking. It's like
Do you
chalk-
rub on balloons often?
It's like
Nathan?
nails on a chalkboard to me. Like I can't stand that sound.
My least favorite sound is Nathan refusing to define bones.
You're gonna hear that all day, buddy.
All right, Alexi, is that your least favorite sound? The people eating clay or whatever the hell you're watching online?
no. It's actually like okay. Do you guys remember like the sensation where you like grind the fork on your teeth? Like you're pulling.
That one's pretty bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
scrape your teeth with the
If
fork.
you're bad at using a fork, yeah.
That's what I like feel when I hear somebody eating the edible clay. But is it my least favorite sound? No, I don't know what my least favorite sound
All
would
right.
be.
Well,
Probably
thank
another
you.
Nathan statement.
flat
Andrew,
trumpet
what's your
players.
least favorite sound? Make it quick.
The ASMR stuff.
All of
it? Yes.
Just all ASMR.
Yes, the
Just-
context of it, the strange, cringy.
You never
like-
listen to an ASMR that's like the sound of my father giving me a loving embrace.
Oh well, no, that's not what I'm talking.
I've never
about.
heard that before.
That would be. That's just like a motivational
Yeah,
video.
Weird
I would like to-
ASMR.
No, I'm talking about
I'm proud of you.
the
Let's
very,
go throw a baseball.
I guarantee you that exists.
Absolutely, it does.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm talking about like
That's
the
ASMR.
strange, up close, personal. Somebody with like a bunch of nails, like messing with the microphone and like making mouth noises directly into the microphone.
Yeah. Isaac already said his. Austin, do you have a least favorite sound?
Whispers.
I know it's a bit of a random.
However you would describe the sound of like the music Morgan Wallen makes.
Oh,
Already
Last
throwing
night.
shade on the Feel the Pod.
Liquor talk.
Pour me.
All right, Florencia, how about
Pour me
you?
Another drink. I hate the sound of a loogie being hawked. That is my least favorite sound of all time.
Austin does that in the shower sometimes. doesn't
I
he?
know.
Yeah, I used to live with him.
It
That's cool.
hurts.
It was pretty
It
epic.
hurts. I don't like.
Quit smoking cigarettes. It's a lot better.
Oh, that's good.
Is the hawking the The spitting or the getting it, gathering it?
The gathering.
What does hawk mean out of that context?
I think it.
What is Tua mean?
Like, for
It's an
example,
onomatopoeia.
When you know how there's a way. There's two ways.
Yes, you're right.
There's two ways to bring up mucus, right? One of them is like this like weird swallowing in reverse kind of thing.
Okay.
You've all done it. You've all done it.
Yeah.
And then the other way is the sound. That is horrible to
That
me.
was
That
bad
is nails
sound.
on a chalkboard for me, pretty much. Anybody agree with that?
I would argue that the other one's the worst one to hear. Someone like sounding like they're vacuuming out their tonsils.
Yeah,
Well,
using
but that doesn't
It's
have a sound. What I'm
unenjoyable.
talking about
Yeah.
doesn't have a sound, so I don't think.
To bring it
I
all
don't know
back
what you're talking about.
to whether foods have bones or not, does mucus have bones?
No.
It depends on
Is there
how
boogers
sick
in the
you are.
fucking mucus?
Mucus does not have bones.
No, it is.
Also, mucus is not food, so it does not count.
That's
Okay,
true.
well, mucus
Hey, he
has
denied
bones.
that, but not the humans.
Mucus has bones if you are really, really sick or have a lot of allergies. Now nobody's gonna ever listen to this podcast.
Sorry about
again.
that, y'all. It got there.
No, that's all right. No,
All right. So,
All right.
on a segue out of there, where are we headed, y'all?
we are headed
Charleston.
to Charleston,
South Carolina.
Ooh, to the Poorhouse, the Charleston Poorhouse. This is our second time playing there, and it's a really nice place. There's two stages. There's a deck stage, and which is outside, and then indoors stage as well. And last time we were there was a really cool band playing after us. It was called Cartoons. And they were really funky, really jazzy, and also from LA, so that was really cool. And yes,
The last time we played here, just to reminisce, was also the last time we played Shikori Hills. And we came down here and then went and played Shikori the rest of the weekend. So fond memories for me. Oh, actually, so we had to, so we had to drive separately on that trip because we were going to Shikori Hills and because we had extra +1s and camping gear with us. So you guys are gonna get a lot of what it's like to be in a band and like these types of stories in this podcast, I think. But so Flory and I can't remember who else was and Isaac arrived in the first vehicle with all of the camping gear and none of the musical instruments, and arrived 30 minutes late for sound check. And
Which rarely happens.
yeah,
Rarely.
and the car and the van that had the rest of the people and all of the musical instruments and everything we needed for sound check arrived 2.5 hours late.
I think it was an hour and a half.
An hour
we
and
all
a half.
left at the same time.
An hour and a half later than us, which was 30 minutes late, so 2 hours late.
We all left at the same time as well.
We don't really know. We don't really know still how it happened, but I remember we got there and I called them and I was like, "Hey, where are you guys doing?" And you guys were like, "I'm not really sure exactly, but I think we're around here." And I looked it up and it was like they are an hour and a half away, and so we barely made it through sound check to the show on time, but we did somehow do it, which is crazy. Do you guys have any theories as to how you got so late?
Well, I mean, do you have any theories, Andrew?
I had forgot. This had been erased from my memory somehow, but now it's all coming back to me, actually. I do remember that phone call, absolutely. And I also remember following the maps on my phone to a T.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mess anything up. I'm in no way responsible for what happened, so it has to be one of the other people, really, honestly.
Yeah. I think, I mean, they're not very fun variables, but I think one of them was I do remember me specifically missing a few turns, which never happens. But
And there was also traffic.
there was also traffic.
There was
We had a guest which smoked a lot, and so we had to stop because
Okay.
they needed
I
to
think
stop there, which was okay.
there was a couple of gas station stops.
Stop
and,
smoking. It's bad for you.
bad for you.
It's gonna kill you.
And during those gas station stops, I think they ended up being more like 30-minute stops because of the smoking cigarette. That's the theory that has been tossed around still.
There was like those what was it, like
shade.
Norwegian volleyball team that we ran into, right?
Absolutely.
That was, but Well, you don't have to say any more about that.
That's true. They signed a non-disclosure agreement, and we decided it's probably for the best.
Crazy,
But
man.
Lana and Swindle, we love you very much, and just know that you're in our hearts forever.
Yes. And that guest that smoked cigarettes is no longer with us. Rip.
With us.
They're not dead. It's okay.
The cigarettes didn't get him. I say that as someone who's recently stopped smoking cigarettes. Just saying.
Hey, everybody. Round of applause for Nick. Take a bow, Nick. Take a bow. Take a bow. Thank you.
Nice.
We're proud of you. Next 6-8 months.
Now I have no way to deal with my stress.
Except by playing basketball.
Yeah. There's no way for me to deal with my stress.
Yeah, so that's where we're going tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to be in Greensboro. Actually, but I just realized by the time that they get this podcast, it's going to be far past these. But we'll tell you more stories about it. So we're going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina at the Flatiron, a place we've played several times, and we love that venue. Everybody there is super nice, and they have a green room, which is one of the metrics as a touring band of whether or not we like a venue, to be honest with you guys. And so does Charleston Poorhouse. And then after that, we are going to Asheville, North Carolina, to play at the One Stop, another venue we've played multiple times.
No green room.
No green room.
True.
And that's unfortunate. They should turn that around. They do have a green room for the upstairs, the Asheville Music Hall, but we have not graduated to the Asheville Music Hall just yet. One
It's
day.
okay. We've been in a recent green room that said occupancy of 30 that could maybe fit 6 people.
Oh, that's
So
true.
30 people in there would
That
have
was
been
fine.
insane.
Ooh, yeah, we should talk about the Wombats tour a little bit too. Do we want to do that real quick? Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
So what what Alexi is referencing is that at the beginning of February we went on tour for 3 dates with a band called the Wombats from England, Liverpool, right? I
Sounds
can't
right.
remember. They are a band that is pretty big worldwide, which is really cool to get that opportunity. And we found out a lot about what it is like to be support acts for bigger acts like that. It was a really informative experience. Started out being like something crazy. We actually, how do I make a long story short? We met Rob McAdams. I should probably not say his name. Oh, well, we met a guy named Rob. Bleep. Yeah. Yeah, we'll bleep that out.
Yeah, you
Who got them the Wombat Show?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't even know if that'll even be heard.
Yeah, that's
But,
true.
yeah.
But so a friend of ours who works at the Orange Peel, he pretty much saw us a couple years ago and was like, hey, you guys, we really want to have you out to the Orange, or we'd love to have you guys out to the Orange Peel. And we were like, whenever. But, time passes and we grew a little bit. I like to think that had a part of it as well. And then he saw us again at the beginning of the year at a show with our dear friend Andrew Scotchy from Asheville, and he was like, "We gotta have you guys at the Orange Peel." And I was like, "Literally, Rob, whenever, whenever, you just call us up." So a week later, he got in contact with me and said that he was submitting our name for an opening slot on a Tuesday, February 3rd. For a band called the Wombats. I'm going to be real here. I had never heard of the Wombats, but I was like, yes, we want it. Made sure that everybody was free, and we said yes. And we got the slot. We found out a few days later, so that was really exciting. And then a few days after that, he reached out again with the management of the Wombats, saying that they needed us for 2 more slots if we could do Charlotte on Wednesday and Raleigh on Friday. And we all arranged our work calendars and work schedules to make it happen. And it was a miracle, really, but it was a great thing because we went on tour with them. We got to play 3 venues that we had not dreamed, or I guess had dreamed about playing, but hadn't seen it in the horizon yet, which is the Orange Peel, and then the Fillmore in Charlotte, and then the Ritz in Raleigh. And but we got some good war stories from that, right?
So, one odd thing that happened was at the end of each Wombats performance, there are 3 very special lads and or lasses that are put into anamorphic wombat costumes, which I'm hoping no one has ever performed intimate acts within. Right? But each one, yeah, you can only hope. But each one of us, at least, and I think only once, because it was kind of a special hell, did get inside these wombats. You liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it twice. Yeah. You're very brave.
But
But
it got out of it somehow.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, they put us in these costumes at the end of their sets. We'd go dance and rage, and it was definitely a very unique experience.
It's incredible that 17 seconds can make you feel like you're going to have a heat stroke.
yeah. That was so funny. One other little Wombats tidbit that at least I want to say is I was very self-conscious because some of my bandmates would be like making accents or like speaking in a British accent. Can any of you do that for me right now? Because I can't do accents.
Hello, governor.
Right, yeah. You guys can do these accents. It's other white people, right?
I've got a lot of English in my family.
Yeah. This is your accent. Let me hear it one more time.
Hello, governor.
No, I didn't actually.
It's picture perfect.
I didn't actually take into account that probably it was like your own culture that you were making accents of, but I was very self-conscious of this because I didn't want the Wombats to hear that and for them to be like, oh, those bloody Americans or whatever. I obviously can't do the accent. But then we were sitting in the green room and it's right next to their green room and they were doing Southern accents, right? Did someone say that? Like,
they're like, come down to the barbecue.
Come on down to the barbecue, brother. Just killed dinner or whatever, right? But I just thought that was
We're
interesting.
all barbecuing in the South.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. It's
Yeah,
probably not.
but it definitely
actually.
made me feel like I was being too accent sensitive because, like, at the end of the day, it's just for fun. And
The
they're just
moment
having
we
a good
heard
time.
that, it was game on.
It was game on, yeah.
Act sensitive.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
But yeah, not saying that any of you can go and do any accent now, but you know we can. The white ones are fine.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And there's part of me that wants like this podcast we're telling war stories, right? And
Yeah.
I'd love for other bands to hear this and be inspired and and like tell their own stories, or maybe bands that haven't started out yet can hear this and kind of get little tidbits of information
And
of what
decide
it's
to
like.
do something else completely.
decide and to run away screaming. Yes. But it was really interesting. So we did, when we all know in the industry that when we get a support slot, we are not going to be paid as much as maybe we would be paid as a headliner, which is very normal. That's totally normal. And I won't tell you what we got paid just in case it's like there's the clause
It was over $10.
each.
And under 10,000.
Yes, exactly.
You do the math.
But it was definitely small. But of course, we, that dreaded word got paid in exposure. We played for probably more people at a venue than we'd ever played before. And also, we sold a bunch of merch, which was fantastic.
True.
And we got to meet a lot of new people.
Shouts out Tommy Swafford, my
Yes.
big boy.
Oh, Tom.
Helping out
Round
with
of
the merch
applause.
there. Yeah.
He was like, what do you need me to do? And we said, merch. Will you run our merch? And he was flagging people down and being like, you need to sign up for this email list right now. And sure enough, I mean, we got, what did I say the other day? Like 600 emails from, maybe not that, maybe like 300 emails, but still.
So yeah, if you're come and find us at a show, and you'll probably see a lot more of Tom at the merch booth around this year. So
We love you, Tom.
Yeah, give Tom a snack or
Yeah.
a doobie.
We love you, Tom.
Or a kiss on the
Either
head.
will help him out a lot.
or a PBR, tall boy.
That would be his favorite. But the other thing, so again, we're really grateful for this opportunity, and I don't want anything to sound like I'm complaining. But we did learn some really interesting things. Like, for example, a lot of, I guess, this large act, I'm not sure if all large acts, but they like to take the green rooms for themselves. Like, so at some of these venues, there were multiple green rooms, and they, instead of sharing the green rooms, they're never going to listen to this. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, we're all like,
I don't
what if
want
the Wombats
to
are listening?
Unclench
You know
your
what?
buttholes.
I don't
want them to
offend the
hear it.
Wombats.
I want them to
don't
hear
give a fuck.
this.
Yeah, exactly, right. Send it
Enjoy
to
the
them.
fish.
They still wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah, totally.
I'm sure they're so happy.
Yeah, for sure. So they took all of the green rooms for themselves and asked the venues to create, again, it was a space that we could be in, but to turn the production offices into green rooms. So these were like tiny little offices. And should I tell them, guys? Should I tell them about the hospitality?
Oh, yeah.
And they left zero hospitality for the support acts. So we were really lucky. The orange peel, they gave us like cold water bottles, and they gave us some like extra beverages that were really
Huge
kind.
shout out to the
And-
Fillmore.
But they did not
And-
account for any sort of amenities for us.
No,
at this.
exactly.
That's-
So it's
and,
fun-
and it almost feels odd that you would just be like, yeah, no, don't give them anything.
Yeah, no, they don't deserve anything.
But I know it maybe costs a lot of money to do
It
things.
does.
Whatever.
It costs a lot of money to tour. They had a lot of people on their touring party, so we really obviously cannot complain. But we were complaining about it.
But also a huge shout out to the Fillmore
And the orange peel.
Yes, the orange peel, but the Fillmore people like literally just let us go into their offices and take things out of their own personal fridge.
See, I think
They were really
the
cool
orange
and really
peel was
sweet.
nicer in that way because they actually gave us a little cooler of our own stuff, which instead of like being like, here's a grocery basket, go shopping, which I don't know, both were awesome.
So I'm going to do the opposite of you guys, and I'm going to say fuck the Ritz. Because the Ritz in Raleigh, which is a super corporate Live Nation
Although
venue.
we'd love to play there again someday.
But
No.
fuck you.
Austin's opinions do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Florence.
No. Let me speak. So the Ritz in Raleigh said that they could do literally zero anything for us, to the point where when Florencia was feeling queasy and she wanted to get a ginger ale, they said that'll be $8.
Which is
Ginger ale
ridiculous,
from
right?
a tap.
Yes.
Yeah, which is ridiculous, right? Because you have someone who's doing one of the performances of the night. Yeah, and it's
Entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah,
so as far as artist hospitality goes, they went below and what's yeah below and short, below and under, and get fucked.
Yeah.
And then we walked to a Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah.
Expecting there to be seating. It was outdoor only and drive-through only.
Wait, where was that?
This
The
was in
Chick-fil-A,
Raleigh, at
like, down the
Ritz. We were
block.
already having a bad
fuck
time,
Chick-fil-A
and then
too.
we're like, well, let's go eat some of the hate chicken if we have to. And then they didn't even have seats for us outside.
And then you hated them even more.
I just wanted to find a bathroom, and even the bathrooms were locked.
Hey, quick question for you,
Lord.
Nathan. Quick question. What is your favorite Chick-fil-A sauce?
Either Chick-fil-A sauce or Polynesian.
Okay, thanks.
Neither have bones.
No, definitely not bones.
Are there any sauces that have bones, Nathan?
Oh, absolutely.
Name one.
Thousand
Chunky
Island.
salsa.
Oh.
Wow. This dude's thought it through. You really
I
went in
concede.
deep
I
on
concede.
this.
Just the rapid fire that he can do with this nonsense.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Oh, tzatziki also has bones.
Tzatziki.
Sorry, okay, that's enough.
Okay, sorry.
Uh,
yes. But yeah, the
but-
Wombats run was very, very good for us.
It
so.
was very good for us. We got a lot of followers. We got a lot of emails. We met a lot of amazing people.
And I think for us too, like usually our biggest performances are like the festival
yeah.
kind of experience. So it was really nice to get what I guess I'm just going to call like kind of the club, indoor venue, big show
Absolutely.
experiences.
And we got a lot of great video
yeah.
out of it too, thanks to Jolene and Jason and Rich and my dad and other people who were taking pictures and videos. We're super grateful for that. And also, like, one of the things that I always say, like, I'm so proud of this band for is that every time that we have like an occasion to step up or to like do or an opportunity that we feel like is bigger than maybe where we are, we do always rise to the occasion and we do like fill those shoes. And I do feel like we did a great job of setting up the energy of the night for the rest of the show. So I'm really proud of us for that. And we had that opportunity, so it was really cool. And now we can say we played the Orange Peel and the Fillmore. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. But the whole reason, not the whole reason, but we really want to get to the meat of our podcast now, maybe. And I thought it would be fun to start our very first podcast, unless anybody has any objections on where we should go next. I was thinking that we could start off by telling the origin story of Florencia and the Feeling. From everybody's
Do
perspective.
we start from like your conception or?
In the dark alley of.
Yeah, the
So
dark light.
Antonio Roos and y'all met a young lady.
It was love at first sight.
Woo! No, I do know.
They fell in love.
I'm pretty sure I do know where I was conceived, though. It was in Jasper. Oh my God! I hope my parents are not. They are definitely gonna listen.
Nice.
Jasper.
Antonio's
And-
out here.
Alberta, Canada.
He deserves another kiss on the forehead for that one, 100%.
Anyway,
It's okay, Flory. We can cut anything you want.
I think we
All
should
right.
start
So,
in.
so I believe it kind of, starts in like COVID time, right?
Yeah.
So what was happening to you during COVID time before you saw us again?
Okay, so I think it needs to start even before then.
Oh, yeah.
I think
yeah.
it needs to start with me and Austin in senior year.
Of course it would start with her and Austin. Meeting for the first time, falling in love, maybe from
No,
afar.
oh my God, not at all. We sat at the same table, but we did not interact very much.
But I guess
because-
you're saying that you guys
So we knew each
were
other.
in high school.
So,
together,
yeah,
yeah.
Maybe relevant context, the class was AP Music Theory.
Humble
Exactly.
flex.
So we had AP Music Theory together, but even before then, like, we knew of each other. And then I think I knew Alec because, which is Nick's brother,
Who the hell is out? Okay.
because we were in choir together, and I think I found out at some point that Nick had a twin.
Alec had a
I
twin.
mean, Alec had a twin called Nick, but I didn't. But I didn't really know. I don't know. So I think I knew of Nick tangentially, but I don't think we ever had a class together.
I wasn't that cool in high school.
Me neither. I was in choir. I'm just kidding. But so I knew of you guys, and then I kind of moved away from Johnson City after high school, and I'll try to make this quick. Ended up recording my first, I guess, EP music, original music, when I was living in Ecuador. This was in 2018 when I released my first EP. And then in 2019, I came back and did a concert at Corazon Latino. And that time, Nick played bass for me, and I reached out to a friend of ours named Zach, and I said, I am going to play a show at Corazon Latino in Johnson City, and I need a full band. Can you provide me with a full band? I have this budget, whatever.
And we did.
And you did, and yeah, Nick played bass, and nobody else was in that except for us. Is it still working?
No, recording stopped. Battery too low.
Oh no!
We'll have
You can put it in the thing.
All right, we'll put it in the thing. But
We'll have the other
we still
camera.
got this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just double check. But yeah, it should be.
So hot.
But yeah, we did Corazon Latino,
Ooh,
and that's where
Andrew, can you push the camera, the phone, like for that way? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a little bit more, Andrew.
A little more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, perfect.
But yeah, you did that event, and then you went back.
Yeah, then I went back to Ecuador, and then eventually, a couple years later, I moved back home during the pandemic, and it was about the beginning of 2021 when Corazon Latino reached out for me to play another show, but a virtual show. But I still wanted to have a band because I've always had, full band in my music, and so I reached out to Nick again, and I said, this time I want Austin Heron. I won't say why.
She was fishing.
But I said, this time
She wanted that.
this time I want Austin Heron to play drums because I knew that
Yeah,
Nick
you-
and Austin
Yeah.
were in a band
And you knew he
called
was good.
Dr. Ocular, and I knew that I liked that band. I had seen them play a couple of times, and yeah, so that was really how it started. And then what did you do after that, Nick?
Well, and yes, that's all pretty much in the context. But even like a little further back, we were touring with Dr. Ocular.
Yes.
And COVID, like in that March, had just, canceled everything. And I remember us like literally crossing things out of the calendar and just like, what are we going to do? And then eventually she reached out. And after doing that event, she was like, well, I'm looking, in implication, like I'm looking for a band in a van and a way to do this thing. And we definitely were looking for...
Nick called me and he's like, "We're just gonna have to be jazz."
We can still do the thing, it's just different now.
Like, I don't know. Can we do a stripped down version?
Yeah. Which, right. Maybe even the initial vision of what this was going to be ended up being very different.
Totally.
Because I definitely was selling it to you as like, she's going to sing pretty songs and we're going to be chilling playing jazz.
And, for a few months, that is what the three of us did, And I don't know, it was never... it got pretty high energy pretty quick, I think, once, Nick and I got involved. And Flora is always ready to take it there, loves to dance and wants music to be that way. So,
And I don't think that my songs were necessarily trying to be like low energy or
No,
anything like that.
no, they never
It
were.
was just
but for whatever reason, that is what I
was
pitched
one
it as.
song
I was
running
like,
back
you ready
to
to
you,
do some lame stuff?
running back to you, and it was like,
This is gonna suck, but I swear to God, stick with me on this.
Trust me, trust my whole.
exactly. But yeah, so that's how it started. And then let's see here. So that was that. I remember we had our first rehearsal. I think it was like, don't quote me on this, but I think it was like February 21st, 2021.
And for some reason, the only thing I remember from that rehearsal was like making a charcuterie board and all of us talking about our body count for some reason.
Yeah.
We're like,
So-
I know we just met, but this
Yeah,
is how many
literally.
people I've touched.
Well, what happened was, what happened was that we had all been in like lockdown and COVID for like a year or whatever, and this was like the first time that like we were like getting together like to hang out. And so I think we like met up at like 7, and I went home at 3:30 in the morning that night because we just like were talking and we're hanging out. And I think we were
And it'd been
all
so
just
long
so
since
ready
doing that
to
with
like be
someone,
hanging
yeah.
out, especially with like new people, right? So and we just all, I think we all clicked in that way. And yes, you're right. I made a charcuterie board of whatever was in your fridge.
That was awesome.
You guys were masked, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of
We
course.
did not.
no, that's great, that's
we
great,
did
that's
not.
great.
We did not wear masks. No, we didn't.
no.
But you know,
Yeah.
I think it was that we were all vaccinated. No, the vaccination happened later. Never mind.
Yeah,
We just risked it to get the biscuit.
I got vaccinated.
Yeah,
Whatever.
eventually. Yeah, let's do that.
But yeah, and then we very quickly wanted to be playing shows live.
Yeah, and we got pretty much right to it. I know right away we felt like we needed additional members, and they kind of had some influx there at the beginning. Taylor Green was our first keyboard player. Still catch him in a bunch of local stuff. Yes. And then Diego Nunez was with us then at the beginning as well on violin. You might still see him on some videos online.
He was very good.
Yeah, we started out as a 4-piece, I guess. Yeah, really, truly, because that when we went to promotion to record that video for Corazon Latino, there was 4 of us.
in the promotion video?
No, you're right.
And Diego,
And
yeah.
then I think Taylor was at the Hideaway show, though. Or no.
He came to Press Pub with us.
Yeah, you're right. Press
Like
Pub
that Cinco de
and
Mayo show
Yeah.
that you
Cinco de
did
Mayo
sound
show.
at.
The Cinco de
That
Mayo
you're a little
show.
incapacitated at.
I was there at that, and I had a great time. And we danced to September, right? What was the song? Yeah, by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I like to think,
and I was like,
yeah.
this is a cool ass band, and then one day I'll be in it.
Yeah, I like to think that you're sitting there like eating queso, like looking at Taylor playing piano, like that'll be me one day.
That was so funny. We were tucked away. Like, it was such a weird place. Like,
Yeah, it
I guess
was rough.
they just thought it was going to be like singer-songwriter thing. We were like literally facing a wall.
I think it was supposed to be outside. And
It was
then
supposed to be outside and
raining,
then it rained. That's what it was. Yeah, for sure. And then we played, that weird Kingsport show where no one went. It was great. And then I think I can't remember what really happened after that.
But so I guess Taylor obviously, I think for work reasons and other reasons, needed to step away.
Yeah.
And so we're looking for a keyboard player, and that's still because I feel like I've known you, Isaac, for so long that it's
So
like
long.
it's hard to even think of like when you came into my life, like you know what I mean.
Well-
so like I guess it was just at a rehearsal is where I met you,
Yeah, it was remember I came and played for you and Flory at your house.
right? And were we nice, or did you think we were cool?
Yeah. You guys were nice. And
I remember that like he knew all the licks and like every one of the songs, and we were like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
practiced
He was like, "Oh,
my ass
you
off.
guys need me to play," and you're like, "Yeah, I can do that." But I always thought it was a big thing because we were like, "Oh, like who are we working with? Are they going to work hard?" And you had just gotten married.
or about to.
About
I hadn't
to
got married yet.
Okay.
Yeah. When I did the audition.
Yeah, when you did the audition.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
I guess after that, remember you saying
Right.
that on your honeymoon you were like running.
Yeah.
Florencia.
I was like, don't touch me, babe. I'm listening. No.
This is
But
a business opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. We went to just when we had downtime, like hanging out at like a coffee shop or whatever, and she was reading, and
And
I
you were
was, like,
trying to
listening
keep your
the
cool
tunes.
musician guy mystique going.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, this is cool, right, babe? But yeah, listening to the songs, and then got time to like kind of run the set, and then our first gig was like a week later or something like
What
that,
was
right
your
after
first
the
gig with
honeymoon.
us?
The Abingdon Winery.
With the slushies.
I was so hungover.
I remember
the night
that.
Before we played a show called Mind Your P's and Q's in Knoxville.
let's tell the story of the Abingdon Winery show with Isaac and not the story of mine.
Yeah.
I will not tell the whole story, but somebody was buying us a lot of drinks. One of the people, what was his name? D-Ski. Yeah, I remember we played Oh Darling, and I went, oh, D-Ski. And he was,
His girlfriend got so mad about
Oh, yeah, she was stormed out. It was so awkward.
Florencia wants to sleep with him.
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah, so anyway, we all drank too much that night, and then the next day we're hungover Central at the Abingdon Winery show.
Yeah.
It was fun, and also that show. We had an amazing painter, Laura Lamb Fine Art.
Yeah.
She came and painted us that show, and it was memorialized how hungover Austin was. And
Yeah.
if you look at that painting, I'll try to send you these so you can superpose them in the video. Austin looks literally gray. So.
That's so funny.
And Ben was on saxophone, right? That's the only
Ben.
gig I think we ever did.
Ben was a great saxophone
Ben was awesome.
player. I guess then, as the newest member in this timeline so
Yeah.
far, how do you perceive what happened next? What happened after that?
The beginning. Well, I remember when I did the audition, so to speak, or played. Nick, you went ahead and warned me. It's like we're gonna play a lot. Like we're gonna grind. Yeah.
I was like, will you sign this contract?
Yeah. You just wanted my expectations to be there, and I'm like, cool. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but
that sounds like something I'd
I'm
say.
down.
Then.
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
was.
dude, you got nothing else now.
Yeah, exactly. This is your life now. But that was cool because I hadn't really been like part of a band. Like I had played, weekends and stuff like
with your
that.
brother
Sorrel.
too,
Yeah, so I
but,
played music and whatever. But like that's booking and like as much as we were and stuff. So I kind of needed that. Actually, it was nice for you to say that. Yeah. But then after that, I don't know. I just feel like we just kind of hit the ground running. What was after that show?
Well, I
don't even
guess
remember.
the next kind of point for me is of course, Noah maybe playing guitar.
Yeah, that was.
We were always on a
later that year.
hunt, and we are super blessed now with an incredibly talented and handsome.
That's right. I'm glad you know that.
Right.
guitar player. But
Yes.
we were in somewhat a
Well endowed.
Also, yes. You're very
confirmed
welcome.
fact by Florencia the Feeling. But we were somewhat in a drought of guitar players that were either available, played this style of music, many other factors of someone that could do this type of work. And we got really lucky at first to meet another great guitar player named Noah Wise.
Yeah.
Awesome guy, and we worked with him for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, most of the first record with Noah, and then I remember there was a period where it was a lot of the four of us, and then sometimes Diego.
Yeah.
So we didn't even have a guitar player, and then we were just kind of putting that out there, and then Noah came to us from the gods.
Yeah,
somehow.
in a dream.
He was just so good,
like
and we're
Ebenezer Scrooge style.
he's
It's
so young and
I'm the ghost
impressionable.
of fucking awesome guitar playing.
yeah, exactly.
He really was. He was our savior. And that
Yeah.
was just to run the timeline. So you joined in July of
yeah.
2022. No, 2021.
Yeah.
And then Noah joined in December of 2021 after
Yep.
that semester was done. And
First show was Capone's,
yeah,
right, with Noah.
It was, where he wore that green sweater.
Yep. I remember when.
Wow, that's strangely Rain
So
Man
crazy.
style.
I know. I didn't realize my memory was
There
as
was
good.
2 wrinkles in that sweater.
Yeah, there was a wrinkle and a half. But I
yeah.
remember you guys jamming on this Christmas before, you were
No.
playing bass and he was
Yeah.
playing guitar. I was like, this
He,
is awesome.
yeah, he was great.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
such a great person. Such
Yeah.
a good vibe. I'm glad he's doing well.
Yeah.
out in LA.
Same.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
I
he's
love you, Noah.
he's a Patreon of our Patreon.
Of course.
So shout out to you, Noah.
Highest tier.
But yeah, and then I guess during that time, just trying to push it forward a little bit, we did the crowdsourcing for the first album.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
February 2022, we launched a Kickstarter to fund our album. And it was a lot of songs that I had written and was kind of bringing to the table, but we also wrote some together. I think it was like a 5-3 or 4-4 ratio, I think.
Let's not get into the numbers.
I don't know why I
golden
did
ratio.
that. I don't know why I did that.
Golden ratio. Yeah, it was perfect.
And yeah, so we were able to that month. I mean, I think that was probably the first month where I drove you guys absolutely insane. Probably the first of many, because I was like, "Hey guys, we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna, every Monday for rehearsal, we're gonna live stream, and we're gonna do this, and I need this,
And
and I need this,
Florencia
and
is
this."
a blessing for this.
Oh,
She does
thank
great stuff.
And-
we couldn't do it.
Yeah, well, we did raise $10,000 in 30 days and over that, and then we started recording our first album with Martin Walters, a Grammy Award-winning producer who happened to live in Jonesboro, also the jazz school director guy.
And I'm sure also
ACC?
another high tiered member of our Patreon.
course.
For
Martin.
sure. Martin.
Shout out to
Also
Martin.
well endowed.
Yeah.
And then we went to and what else happened? I don't know. And then
Yeah,
the rest
we
is
did
a blur.
that. We did a bunch of touring.
Toured,
we
played
went through
festivals.
like some additional singers.
Yeah, we
to-
tried out. We didn't like Flory after a while,
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
tried out
yeah.
some different
Flory's
things. but
back, though.
It always kept coming back to her. It just made sense.
But like we had some backup singers during
Yeah.
that time.
Yep.
I feel the need. Go ahead.
No, and what do you feel the need? That's the
Okay, I feel the need to say also that part of the story and what I think really people are here for, that I think that we're leaving out here is that in June of 2021, Austin and I started a relationship unbeknownst to the band,
I knew.
sexual in
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah.
And-
No, I was supposed to act surprised when Florencia told me. She's like, "Hey, Austin and I are like dating." And I'm
This
like,
was in August, though. This was in August, though. So me and Austin pretended like for 3 months the band had no idea that we were hooking up on the side.
I knew Austin was
Who
like,
knew? Wait,
I
you
knew.
knew. Well,
yeah.
Austin actually told you, so
Yeah.
that was the difference. See, because
Yes, that's how I knew.
I told my best friend, and he told Nick, and like they were supposedly the only two people who knew. Did you know?
I was gonna say I didn't know, but I remember sometimes going, you know what I mean? Like just
Well, I
sometimes
think-
you're like,
Well, I think the most obvious one, which I've discussed before, we were playing Preservation Pub, and Florencia was wearing some like stunning leather skin tight outfit, and I'm just getting a drink
Yeah.
with Austin, and
Yeah.
Austin was like, "Who was that bombshell?"
Technically pre-fornication.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was already laying down the groundwork. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
He was trying to normalize it.
right.
Absolutely.
I
That was
just
the moment
remember-
where I was like, he does think of me as more than a friend. But then I was like, couldn't act on it, and then I couldn't help myself eventually.
Yeah.
That's the way it happened. And then we didn't officially start dating
September.
till December? Well, September was when we kind of started.
I remember Nick telling me around. I think it was like September.
I'm
it
better
was in-
now.
it
I
was
used to not be good with secrets.
It was like in front of in your very Nick like social lubricant way. Or like they're dating now, and I was like, oh, that's cool, that's awesome.
that was easy.
But I do think in the moment, Nick was a little angry about it. In fact,
Yeah.
I recall a conversation that he had with a friend of mine,
Yes.
which said that he said, and I quote, "I don't think they'll last more than 3 months."
Yeah. So, and let's also address this conversation. And this is where I
I've been
have
waiting.
been bad in the past, right? Because I have vehemently, for 4 years now, have denied that conversation ever happened.
Oh, I knew it.
to the
Now
day,
it's-
I denied it. I was like, I would never say that, Florencia.
You did.
But
I
honestly,
remember.
I was mad at Brooklyn,
Oh, were you?
who also probably is a low tier member of our Patreon. But because we were talking
my
in
gosh.
confidence to each other.
Oh.
But then I learned you never tell a woman something in confidence.
No, you learned. You never tell.
All right, so we're sexist
I'm
now.
joking. I didn't finish. That the person you're talking about is their best friend.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for
That's a
clarifying.
little better.
Yes. yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
think you stuck the landing, but I'll give you like a 6 out of 10.
That's
But,
gonna be like clipped out and put on red pill.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, but yeah, so I know that at the moment Nick was very upset, but then Austin and I were like, he doesn't know our love. And we just kept it going, and
did
now
keep it
we're
going.
married. So I
Yep.
think now we can say, booyah!
Booyah!
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Nick.
booyah.
I think Nick's mindset was like it's all or nothing. Like,
Yeah,
either
yeah,
this
that
goes
is true.
incredible or really
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
100%.
for the band.
And I
Yeah.
don't blame him.
And
I mean,
now
he was
I-
scared.
and
Like,
now
we've
I
heard the
want-
horror
yeah.
stories.
And that he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
And now I hope that like your marriage and your birth control implants stay strong.
You have many nieces
you.
and nephews.
And to you, and to you too.
Yes.
And also with you.
That's how we greet each other in the band.
But yeah, of course, during all this time, we're playing tunes. They're falling in love. They get married. They have a beautiful wedding at her parents'
Yes.
house.
Yeah.
And then
So-
one of the darkest
no.
days happened. Noah Wise left
oh
us
yeah,
So
yeah.
20, we're going
for
back
beach
a little
babes
bit.
in
mixing up some of it.
California.
But,
Yeah, I did,
we're
yeah.
mixing up the timeline, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We in 2023, I think it was April. Noah said, "I'm moving to LA," and
Very
I
proud of
was,
him for that.
course, we were all a little devastated, but at the same time, extremely understanding because it's like, duh. Noah Wise is an amazing guitar player, and he
Legend.
also is very young, and he had the drive to say, like, I'm going to do this.
Go do the thing.
Do the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
in my own way.
Right.
And if you haven't yet, you should definitely go listen to his music. He's great. But we were like, okay, good thing we just released an album. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We released our album in March 2023
yeah.
after recording for a year, and then Noah the next month was like, I'm moving, and we were like, oh shit.
Yeah. And because he came from the gods, we thought the gods had run out of guitar players to give us, but
The gods were like, you didn't even look in Kingsport.
it wasn't true because the gods handed us this fella. I'm going to hand him the mic right now.
Yeah,
Andrew
yeah.
Kramer, everybody.
Andrew Kramer enters the picture.
It's me.
He's saying
now we
this.
talk about me
me.
now.
We're gonna have to fix the camera because I think it's moved
so
again.
excited to talk about me this whole time.
You had to push it like all the way back,
I've been waiting.
and then maybe
So
it'll stay
Andrew,
there.
I
Yes.
guess. So obviously we're like putting out signal flares of like we need a guitar player.
Absolutely.
Do you remember if you
So-
had responded to a post or we reached out? Or
So Nick had been watching me for years.
yeah.
He'd
In so
seen
many
me-
different ways. yeah.
He'd seen
idolizing him.
He'd seen me on the scene playing with just hit bands all over the area, and he was like,
money and women
"Golly,
everywhere. I could barely see him.
we gotta get that guy." And he said that to me a couple times. He's like, "Bro, I've been looking at you. This isn't weird. I swear to God, it's not weird. But I've been looking at you." And
you're like,
I'll-
if I find time in my busy
Absolutely.
live music schedule.
absolutely yes. I'm kind of rich as it is.
I've
so,
got 99 problems and it's all just $1,000, thousands of dollars. Yeah.
Exactly. But,
But
yeah, Nick.
I did. I reach out to you. Is that like?
Yeah,
the-
you hit me up
Damn.
on Instagram,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I said yes. I was at a point in my life where I had been saying no to a lot of things, and I decided
We
I'm gonna
like that.
say- No, I hated that. It was awful. I hated that about me. And I said I'm going to say yes. So I said yes.
He became a yes man.
I became a yes man. And yeah, it was funny. You were talking about working on the music on your honeymoon. I tried out for the band, and then Flory called me and said that they would have me. And,
That makes it sound way more serious than I feel like that it is.
We will have you. But it was. He just has a
I
nice
mean, we
way.
were because
We were serious.
we were serious because we know that we do a lot of touring and a lot more than maybe the average band. So we were serious about having somebody who could do that with us.
yeah.
But we said we would have you, right?
Right.
And
yes.
then
And
did
this was the weekend before I was going on vacation with my family.
Wow.
So the entire vacation, I was just like cramming all this music.
Because we were like, we
yeah.
also need you to learn our 3-hour set.
If there's
Right,
anything
yeah.
we love, it's band members doing things in their personal time for us.
Well, we were definitely at a point in the band's arc then too, which is a band. If you've been in a band coming up, or if you're ever gonna be in one, you'll know this. Where like the bread and butter of pretty much everything we did was 3-hour brewery gigs. So we just had to have a lot of material at that time.
Catalog.
So,
And you did great. You
Thanks.
at a very impressive
Yeah.
level learned all of that.
Yes.
Well,
So he had a lot of work to do on that family vacation.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until I started listening to the songs.
Common trend,
actually.
common trend.
I'd seen y'all play out, and I was always impressed and thought it was fantastic. And then I actually started listening to the songs, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Was there?
This
This might be like a question without an answer, maybe, but like you maybe got to know most of us for the first time in some sort of meaningful way. You know, playing with
Absolutely.
us. Was there like anything like caught you by surprise about us, or was there any, unexpected, or it was all just like smooth and like nothing too crazy?
Wow. Okay, that's a
You
big
know what I
question.
mean?
I don't know. Should I go down each
No, well,
diagnose you?
not
It's
each one. If
here's
there's
what's
any-
wrong with Nick.
Yeah,
Okay.
I pay a lot of money to figure that out.
Okay, all right, so you don't need my 2 cents.
But yeah, anything like that.
Anything that struck you about us?
Yeah. Like maybe about how warm and embracing we are.
How we looked.
I think we should toss that one to Isaac as well, and then
oh,
maybe
that's true.
up
Yeah,
front.
you first.
I want to say the first time I saw Andrew play, and he got on my radar, it was with Donnie and the Dry Heavers.
Absolutely.
And
I
you were
should've-
playing Learning to Love, your song.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, this is fucking great. Can I cuss on the pod?
Yeah, absolutely. can.
But I was like so impressed by that. I didn't really know much about you other than that song and that you were singing and playing super well.
damn,
but
thanks.
yeah, then
But
when your
good
name
first
came up in the
impression.
hat, I was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah. And that, you are a great songwriter. You have a great ear for
Wow.
things. Like, you know?
Yeah, everybody just glazed me.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, of
Laser
course, it
blade.
is opposite day. So
I knew it.
gotcha.
It's opposite
No,
day,
dude,
so
this
you
is 100%.
Yeah,
genuine.
but yeah. So you started working with us. You did different festivals with us, right? We started
the first show I played with y'all was the Meet the Mountains.
Meet the
Fest,
Mountains,
and Isaac wasn't there for that one actually.
Scary times. We
dang,
do
I
not let
remember
that
that.
happen anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have never been more stressed out and terrified in my whole life.
Good,
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff right there.
The mountains, like it's not a big deal.
No, every gig is
Well,
important.
But I make it a huge deal every time.
Yeah.
Over the time, playing with y'all has made me calm down a lot more in general, but especially when I play music. But
Same.
it's just been kind of like trial by fire.
You've done
right?
a lot.
Just,
Yeah,
right.
like,
Well,
yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and I guess at some point we decided to start recording a second album, right?
Well, kind of. Thank you. So I was gonna say. So, did you say like what you thought was something that struck you about?
yeah. Let's get back to personal comments.
yeah, honestly, which is another reason I'm glad we're doing the podcast, is what struck me first was the dynamic in the van of everybody together. I had no idea what it was going to be like going into it.
Yeah.
I thought this could be, kind of maybe cold and business forward, and
Oh, it was warm.
it was very warm. One of the
Yeah.
first things that happened in the van was Nick started asking me every sexual question you could possibly come up with.
now that you're here.
Yeah.
sex interview.
Exactly, yeah.
They're very important to know. We have to get these things out of the way.
Right.
It was actually literally warm because we hadn't fixed the air conditioning yet.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
It was
it
hot
was very
and
sweaty and
They were asking
steamy.
sexual
And
questions.
then we started talking about sex.
yeah. Which very rarely happens in this van.
Very rarely.
Not true. We'll have an
Very
entire
rarely.
episode on sex.
Yeah. That'd be great, actually. yeah.
Now, we've all heard of sex, right?
Yeah. So when you're in love.
So cool. I'll take that, and I do agree.
I'll take that. I'll take
I'll accept
that.
that answer.
That was wild.
So, and then I guess, so Andrew joined the band, and it was a time of transition for us, of course, because we were switching out from having Noah, having Andrew, and also just like, I don't even know. What year was this? 2023?
23.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
also we started kind of working with a booking agent, which was rocky at first, but overall has been great. But it was a time of tumultuousness for sure. But then 2024 ended up being a little bit better, and we started to, I guess, just kind of define what kind of shows we wanted to play. We started to really ask ourselves like where we want this to go, what kind of shows we want to play, and make sure it started kind of like in a way kind of sticking up for ourselves and saying, okay, this is what we don't want to do anymore. And it was like feeling like, and some bands who've been doing this for longer may feel that this is wrong, but just feeling like we have paid our dues in some ways, and we wanted to start kind of growing on our own terms. So 2024 was a lot of that, and then 2025 I can't believe that I'm talking about 2 entire years that flew by.
For real.
But at the end of 2025 we had played 307 shows over the course of our entire time together.
So in that time we just flew by, a couple milestones that I feel like are worth noting
please.
for sure. The 2024 Merle Fest band competition victory
Yes.
was, a nice regional accolade, and I don't know, that one it felt good. It was judged on a very specific criteria that, you had to be a professional and good performing band to win. So, we felt good about that.
Yeah.
And then 2025 was a crazy year for this band. We did some of our biggest touring that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Our first 10-day tour stretch.
I think we played 60 shows.
Yeah.
We played we took this van, this sweet baby, all the way up to New York to play
Yep.
a really big festival.
Great Blue Heron
called
Festival.
Great Blue Heron. Well, small in terms of but it was big for us. And during as we went up, we played a bunch of shows in new places we've never played before in Ohio and in DC, and where else? Baltimore. And we
Yeah.
played a lot of venues that we felt like were kind of legendary for the touring scene.
Shout out
So-
8x10.
Totally. It was great. And then
Abigail watching Tennis Channel right now, probably. Indian Wells is on.
Okay, cool. And also we won. One of the biggest things definitely that happened to us was that we won the band competition, the On the Rise competition for Floyd Fest, which was a really huge vote of confidence for us, particularly from the Virginia music scene. We have always loved Southwest Virginia, Roanoke area. And also, I mean,
Yeah, so maybe that's a topic for another episode we should put down, but we should just talk about festivals and what it's like to be a band at festivals. And I
That's a great
feel
idea.
like there's a lot we could go into there. I'll leave it at that for now.
But yeah.
We did a lot of touring in
We did a lot of
2025, right?
touring,
Which very
yeah.
monumental to us.
And to be honest, we can be honest. Some of the touring that we did, we felt we started to get a little burnt out. Some of us, at least, because we were doing we were realizing that we don't need another podcast topic that we can talk about later is just we started realizing that the state of touring right now is hard and has a lot to do with how much money that you can put into your advertising, and we didn't have that kind of money at the time, and so we didn't do as much advertising as we could have and probably should have, and so we struggled a little bit there towards the end. But we still, that's not to say that we didn't have amazing shows with fantastic people who came to see us and supported us, and then at the end of 2025, November 7th, we released our second album, which was a bit of a compilation between some singles we had already released and 4 brand new songs that we recorded last year, and now we are on tour for that album.
Another significant milestone happened in the band for 2025. We added 2 new members.
What? Let's cue them. They're back in. Yeah, I'm gonna clap so that we can get them queued up. Oh, is the
Come on,
camera back
Nathan.
up?
Come on,
Maybe we
Nathan.
can get
Is it back up?
Come on, Nathan.
Second mic
Nathan.
pads up there so they can both talk.
Hey! We're back. Here's another
Right.
clap track. We're back.
I love it. Yeah,
Right.
pass one of those up to Nathan.
Yeah. Let's go.
Nathan is not driving.
Yeah. He. So, what's up, guys?
Hey,
Um,
what's up?
Hi.
So,
So you guys
where do you want to start with this?
joined the band at some
it's a good thing we
point.
got that
Is
one.
that correct?
Yeah, we're gone. So, where do you want to start with this, Flory? Because for me, it started in April of 2025 with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's very good that you remember that. I do think it was then that we had that Capone show.
Yeah. So, I won't get way deep in my story, but I was kind of on the teeter edge of whether I wanted to keep doing music or go get a desk job. And it was the Johnson City Jazz Festival. I was hanging out with Zach Page and Jose Garcia. And they wanted to come see Florencia the Feeling because they've been hearing a lot of stuff in Asheville. And actually, I think Jose's maybe coming to the show tonight. He's from Charleston, so.
Shouts Jose.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we were just hanging, and we came out to Capone's, and I just decided to kind of shoot my shot, and came up, said hi to Flory, caught up a little bit, and said, "Hey, I'm interested in playing horns. I know you guys have had them a couple times, but would love to maybe get a little more involved."
Yes, and I was at that time just
In the middle of planning a grand tour.
Yeah, we were planning a tour, and I was like, okay, so let's definitely keep in touch.
Yeah.
And then we went up to, so we did keep in touch a little bit, and then we went up to Great Blue Heron. Well, we had always wanted horns. I mean, we had always known that our music would lend itself really well, but we just didn't know who to reach out to in the area. And so we went up to Great Blue Heron, and like every band that we loved listening to during that festival had horns. So I looked at everybody at the end. I was like, so this means we got to get horns, right? And they were like, yeah, I think we do. And so I reached back out immediately to Alexi when we went home, and she was like, well, the good news is that I would love to, and also Nathan, a really great trombone player who actually I had seen years earlier before he moved away from Johnson City, is coming back into town too. And we were like, oh, absolutely, okay, this is great. So then I think we kind of started chatting with the two of you guys, and then I was like, we set a deadline for like when would be our first show together. Is that right?
Yeah, and we just started showing up to rehearsals.
I think
we had about 3 rehearsals to learn 3 hours of music.
That's plenty.
3 sets.
We love doing that.
For 2 different festivals.
Trial by fire.
Oh my gosh.
And it was a blast.
But if somebody can handle that, then they're good enough to be in our bands.
Yeah. Either
And
through
we've
quickness
been
of
kinda
learning
just
it or
with
through
you guys ever
pure
since.
perseverance. Yeah. I guess one thing just to mention that I felt, at least in my mind, was a kind of connecting bridge to us. Maybe it wasn't. Was that you both were playing Alexi and Nathan with Charlie Maples, right?
So what happened was,
Yeah.
I'm going to get into my side a little bit.
There you go.
I was actually a teacher for a couple years out in Middle Tennessee. So I'm from East Tennessee, and then moved out to Middle Tennessee to teach band for a couple years. And make a really long story short, that job ended up falling through, and I ended up moving back home and got in touch with Lexi, saying like, hey, I'm moving back into town. Let me know if you like are doing gigs at all, because I wanted to get back into the scene. And so we got involved, and then I also hit up Aaron with Charlie Maples, and so that was our first get together, was with them, and we formed our little power duo called the Shenanigans.
Hell yeah.
And then from there, Flory reached out and asked if we wanted to start showing up to things, and then now we're here,
Yeah.
and I love it.
So ask the same question.
Oh, sorry. Well, one bridge to us, I thought, was Isaac plays in a great band. I think we mentioned it, Charlie Maples, and that was one of the projects you guys were first getting involved in together, right? And then I guess you obviously saw how well they worked together in their work.
For sure. And Nathan had played on our record too,
Yeah, at
3
Charlie
years
Maples.
ago or so.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was before he moved away.
Oh, that's crazy. That
Sorry, Charlie Maples.
I guess that reminds me of the first time I, at least, recall meeting Nathan. We were doing a funk jam hosted by Sam Love, like the week or the day before you were going to leave town. And I remember, like, you were, of course, a vibe and very charismatic and were playing great. So I was like, this is one of the guys.
Yeah.
This is the new guy.
This is the new guy.
Yeah, and I was like, so.
I immediately said, bye.
Yeah, I was like, do you want to come be guys with us? Or whatever? And then you were like, no, I don't want. I want to go make money. I want to like have health insurance.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it, he is a smart one. We should have kept him.
He's smart.
But he's back. But he's back
Now
here with
we're
us.
back.
And the system
We're back.
chewed you up
Yeah.
and spat you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very cool sunglass
Hey,
move.
we got it.
Nice. But yeah, I guess that leads us kind of up to here. You guys have played some shows with us, right? Anything in particular with us that you thought was interesting about us? Anything about us?
Any compliments you want to
I
give?
know we've only briefly talked about you all for a few minutes.
I'll say a similar thing to what Andrew said. Getting in the bus for the first time and just getting an onslaught of sexual questions.
Oh my gosh.
Some.
We all need to
like
read this
seeing, like,
billboard
the
right
chemistry of
now.
everyone.
What's the billboard?
Forgive my sins, Jesus save my soul. Because we're talking
Forgive
so
my sins,
sexual.
Jesus, save my soul.
There we go.
I'm good.
Now
I'm
you're good. We're good
I'm good.
now.
I'm good.
See, I wasn't so
Yeah.
surprised by that part because
You could just see
I
how
knew
horny
Nate
we are.
since high school.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I don't know why you guys are acting surprised, because you guys have been in like marching band buses, and it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What, Alexa? You think we're worse than a high school marching band?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, us, yes.
Yeah.
Only because we've actually had sex.
Oh, did you say that on the mic? Okay, thank God. That was good. That was good. That was good stuff.
I did 6 years
Yeah.
as a band director, and in the few months that we have been together, you have trumped every single 6 years of stories I have. Of
We don't say the
children
T word
doing
here,
stupid things.
Alexi. Trump.
That's good to know. Okay, cool. Alexi, what do you think what struck you is there anything that struck you
Yeah.
as something noteworthy?
I think the thing that caught me most was you guys are really like working, how hard you guys work to make this work while having other lives, right? Like there are a few of us in this band. They're in other bands. We've already kind of mentioned Charlie Maples, but you know, Andrew's doing the guitar thing a little bit of everywhere. But then also everybody's got day jobs. Like everybody works so hard.
Ooh, what are our day jobs? Nick, you first.
I teach music lessons, private music lessons, for a very affordable cost, and some would say some of the best in town. What do you do, Florencia?
I am a music therapist at the St. Jude affiliate at Johnson City Medical Center.
I'm the head brewer at Great Oak Brewing. City.
I also teach private lessons at Johnson City Arts Center.
That some would say are the best in town.
That some would say are even the better in town, and even cheaper prices. Actually, I have no idea. Actually, it's more expensive because the value. All right, go on, Andrew.
I work for Enterprise Truck Rental.
I guess I'll do mine now. I teach private lessons at a place called Strings Theory in Johnson City. I do a little bit of like website freelance, and I do this.
And I work at Jam and Butter Warehouse, putting stuff in boxes.
Nice.
Yes.
No one puts something in a box like Nathan Hargis.
I'm pretty good at it.
He knows how to put it in.
I didn't hear what you said, but
I appreciate that, Alexi. That is a very good thing to note. Yeah, we do, like a lot of musicians, work day jobs and night jobs. My mom hates it when I call it a night job. She thinks it makes it sound like I'm a hooker.
A woman of the night.
Yeah, a woman of the night.
Musician.
But it is not always easy. But when you like the people you're with, it makes it a lot easier.
That's true. There's been many gigs where the situation is objectively miserable, but we're making a fart joke or something, and it like makes it a little bit easier.
It would have been so much. Those situations would have been better if I liked all of y'all. You know?
Yeah, I can
Let's
imagine
be real.
that.
It's usually a dick joke.
That's true. Yeah, we don't make a lot of fart jokes.
Yeah, we don't really do that.
Honestly, I think it's good. It's yeah.
But yeah, I think that's kind of where we're all at. I know you said the meat of this proverbial podcast sandwich was the story.
I also think we are well into the hour and 15-minute mark, so we should probably go ahead and wrap it up. But
Probably
that's
wrap it up.
Florencia the Feeling.
Feeling. Does anyone have
Feeling,
anything
feeling,
that
feeling,
they
feeling.
want to say or like words that we usually say that you would like to say into the microphone once? Anything like that?
Go Feeling.
Go around and say our one time.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a rule that we could only say, well, we've said a lot of other things.
We have said a lot of other things.
We could only say the word penis one time.
That's your one time. Okay, you can't say it after that.
Once. And I was going to say, I want you guys to tell us what you want to hear us talk about in this podcast. If you're still listening, God bless you. And tell us what else you want to hear
If
about.
you want to be a guest on the podcast sometime,
Come right in the
jump
van
on board.
with us.
We might not be able to bring you all the way back home. It just depends. We'll drop you off somewhere, but
Yes. Absolutely. Anybody else?
Nathan, tell him something. Wait, does the van have bones? Wait, sorry. Here.
The van is not bones.
Does the van have bones,
The
Nathan?
van is not food, so it does not have bones.
That's another
Nannigan.
Again, he denied the mucus, he denied the van, but he did not,
Not
deny
deny
the
the
humans. All right, thank you guys for listening. We are
Florencia!
and the
Feeling.
feeling.
That's two! That was twice!
that's twice.